quick for this call. Good to see each and every single one of your beautiful faces here today. For those that don't know, my name is Javon Hutchinson. Happy to be in front of each and every single one of you all here today. Want to go ahead, first of all, show gratitude, show respect for my mentor, Mr. Paris Simmons, right, for going ahead and asking me to run this Believe Bigger, Faster call, right, and just pour back into the family. Things that I learned over my years in this industry, things that I've learned specifically from this company, right, under his mentorship, and just all the amazing leaders we have here inside of the family, right? Not only him, we got, of course, Charles Dyson, right? We got Jaleesa Yancey. We got the other chairman inside the organization. We got Mr. Stevenson Lindor, right? We got Gary Roberts. We got Miss Megan Raquel, right? We got so many individuals that are putting everybody in a position each and every single day to get paid, right? We already started the day off. Shout out to Ben dropping that signal in the chat, getting everybody a little bit over 100 tips, right? Real quick. But hey, make sure, first of all, y'all are plugged in. Make sure you are plugged in, because what is happening here is different, right? What is happening here is something that's truly special. And we're just going to go over just some things that you can truly use in your everyday life, right? Justin Owens, he calls it training camp, right? But some things that you can use to put yourself in a position to go ahead and take this thing to the next level. So make sure you have your pens, make sure you have your notepads out. We're going to run through some key things. I don't want to be in front of you too long, but I'll definitely want to give you some value. If it runs a little bit over, I'm sorry. But we're going to definitely make sure that you get exactly what you need, that you can go out there and implement this starting today, right? One thing that I made it a point, and the reason that I've gotten the results I've gotten up to this point, right? And the reason I'm not at where I want to be, right? The reason I am not at a chairman 100, at chairman 500, chairman a million yet, right? Is because there's things that I implemented and there's things I didn't implement, right? The reason that you may be at a P150, you may be at a P1000, you may be at any level, right? It works all the way up to chairman, is because there's something that hasn't necessarily happened yet, right, in its time. Maybe we're doing the right thing. Maybe you're doing the right thing each and every single day, but it's always about taking that look back and saying, okay, am I doing the right thing? Analyzing that and figuring out, okay, if I'm doing the right thing, let's keep doing that and keep trusting the process along the way. And if I'm along the way, and if I'm not, what exactly do I need to change? So let's get started. Like I said, this is training camp. We're going to make sure that you get the skills that you need, not only to believe, but to really take this thing to the next level, right? One thing I know is that when you're doing something over and over and over again, right, when you keep doing it, when you figure out that it works, right? It's always going back to the basics. I take a look at my years running track, still running track, right? Still being a competitive athlete. And one thing that I noticed is that the things that I was learning when I was in high school, the things that I was learning when I was in middle school, when I go back and I speak to my high school team, when we have conversations with the coaches, when I'm showing the different kids drills that are there right now, one thing I understand is that I'm showing them the things that I'm doing right now, but the things I'm doing right now were the same things I was doing then. The only difference was I might not have had somebody to look up to that knew how to do it the right way, right? Sometimes the coach might explain to you how a drill goes. They might say, make sure you're picking your foot up, make sure you're doing this, make sure you're doing that. And you can hear what they're saying, but sometimes you can't visually see it, right? Like, depending on how old your coach might be, if we're talking about sports, I like to come from that arena. But if I'm talking about an athletic sport, and there's more than two types, but there's different types of coaches, right? There's the coaches that tell you what to do, and then there's the coaches that are still young enough to show you what to do, right? And if you have a coach that's young enough to show you what to do, right, they're even more dangerous, because now, right, as long as they're showing you the right thing, not only can you hear what they're saying, you can actually duplicate or try to duplicate what it is that they're showing you, right? And we're in a business that we have the unique fortune of being able to see the coaches in action, right? We get to see the coaches not only teaching us what to do, but literally doing it themselves, right? They say, as you're building this business, your team's going to only do what it is that you do, right? So when you're watching the coach, right, we got to understand that if I'm doing what they're doing, I'll be able to get the result it is that they've been able to get. The thing that they're teaching me how to get, maybe even get better results than them. If you notice, the best coaches, this is Olympic season, we're getting ready for some up and coming things, right? The Olympics coming up for all the different sports. I don't know what your favorite sport might be, right? I know we got people from all over, right? And people from different states like different things. We got people from San Antonio, Texas. We got Queens. We got Spain. We got Taiwan in the building. We got New York, Rochester, Buffalo, Arizona, Bermuda. We literally got people all over the map. Cali, right? Atlanta, the Magic City, Pittsburgh, Alabama. So we literally have people from all across the map. And the thing is, everybody's going to have their specific thing that they like to watch, right? But the reality of it is, no matter what you're watching, no matter what it is that you're plugged into, number one, somebody has a coach, right? Number two, that athlete, the person that's doing what it is that you're watching, you actually have the potential to do it too. But are you going to put in the time, energy, and effort to be able to get the results that they're currently getting at that level, right? Let me get back on track, because I'm about to, the call is just starting. We about to go completely left field. But what's our goal here? Our goal is to identify new leaders, right? Our goal is to identify new leaders. And how do we identify new leaders? By seeing who's actually doing the work. Because every new run, every new season that comes around, right? Since I got in this industry, not just this business, since I've started in this industry, every year there's somebody new that has some amazing success story, right? That's done something phenomenal that everybody takes a look back and says, wow, I wonder what they're doing. And then when they really break it down, when they start telling you what they've done, when you go back and look at the receipts, they haven't done anything different than what any of the previous leaders have been telling you to do in the first place, right? They just did it with excitement. They did it with intention, and they went out there and compressed that time and did it to a level that nobody else has really did it before, right? You know, Bryce Thompson, to get where he was, he was the first of that age to really do things at his level. But then shortly comes after him, right? Who came right after him? A Jalen Goss, right? In 13 months, hitting chairman 100, not just chairman 100, right? But then guess what? It's a new year. We're in 2021, right? So in 2021, there's going to be a new guy, a new girl, somebody new, right? Male or female, that's going to come out. Maybe it's their first time in the industry and they're going to go ahead and hit chairman something crazy, and everybody's going to be like, how did they do it? Maybe it's going to be that person that hits chairman 10, right, in 20 days, 30 days. Maybe it's going to be that person that's been here, right? Maybe it's going to be you. You've been here for 6 months. You've been here for 12 months already, but you're going to break out. You're going to go hit chairman 25 within a 60-day period, and they're going to be wondering, what did you do different, right? What was happening inside of your organization, inside of your daily method of operations, inside of everything that you were doing in order for you to get those amazing results? And you're going to inspire the next person in the next 6 months to go out and do that same thing, right? Who here wants to be that next big success story inside the organization? Drop me in the chat if you want to be that next crazy story, right? The person that hits chairman 50 in 30 days, the person that goes crazy. You might have been here for some time. Maybe it's not your first day, right? But now you're about to come in and you're about to light this thing on fire. Okay, I see a lot of these in the chat. Some people really want to be that next person, right? And the reality is, we got to understand, we got to take ownership for where it is that we want to get, right? And I heard this from Justin Owens. I've heard it from Paris too, but I heard it from Justin Owens, and then it made me remember what Paris told me. Sometimes you got to hear something from somebody else, and then you're like, oh, they didn't tell me that, right? And he said, and it's funny because that's his mentor, but he said, look, and I've never, we've had this conversation actually on a previous call, if you've been on a call with me before, so it wasn't about me, but I've heard him say to other people. He says, look, right, if you're expecting a text back all the time from somebody who's doing 5-10 presentations a day, we're not talking about a week, we're talking about a day, right? Change your expectations. When we're talking about mentorship, right, when we're talking about getting to that next level, building up, everybody just said me, they want to be that next big success story. So what comes with that? That means you're going to be communicating with hundreds of people, not a week, a daily basis, right? You're going to be, let me use the right word. You're going to be communicating, right, with various people from your various organizations, right? If you guys were on the training earlier, right? Shout out to Gary McSween, did an amazing training earlier, right? But if you understand that to have those legs of business, right? You're building what, 8 levels deep for you to have a real leg. So if I'm building 8 levels deep and I'm doing that on at least 3 legs, that's a lot of people, right? And everybody just said me in the chat. That's a lot of people about to be inside this organization, right? Shout out to every one of you that's about to hit your next rank this week, right? But the reality is, if I'm talking to, we're just talking about let's P1000, how many customers, right? Drop in the chat. How many customers is P1000? Platinum 1000 is how many customers? Let me see who knows the numbers. There we go, 30, right? Hold on. Actually, how many customers should Platinum 1000 be though? Hey, Amber knows. 23 customers, right? 23 customers is actually your Platinum 1000 on that elite package, right? Elite all day, every day. But look, you're talking to 30 people, right? 30 people at Platinum 1000, you should be able to communicate with your team, right, on a regular basis, right? If not in one day, within at least 2 days, right? You should be able to go ahead and communicate with them no matter what your overall schedule is, right? Because now you have that organization that's growing. But when you get to, right, what's P2000? How many people is that? What's Platinum 2000? How many people? Got my chat over here. See, okay, there we go. 75, there we go. 56 to 75 people, right? Depending on, we talking elite, 56 to 75 people. At that point, right, it might be kind of hard to talk to all of them in a day on top of everything that you're doing. Now, when you get to Platinum 5000, Chairman 10, right? You're not talking to 500 people in one day every single day, right? You probably don't even know every individual personally, right? Because somebody new that just got signed up brought somebody in new that just got signed up that you hadn't even had a chance to talk to yet, right? So to expect that person to be able to talk to everybody is crazy, right? And then you're talking about, it's probably more than 500 for real, because you probably got some P5000, some chairmen loaded in your organization, right? Think about our organization. We got chairmen in the different legs. That's hundreds of people all over, right? So for the newest person to talk to their upline, the beautiful thing is we can, right? We have that access, but it's not 24/7, because if I just got somebody started and you just got somebody started 30 minutes later, they can't, that's 2 different phone calls, right? And then if your person got somebody started after that, that's not happening, right? So what do you have to do? You have to have leaders. You got to have people that are building it for their reason why, people that are doing their thing. So when we talk about that, what's happening? You got to talk to your mentor, right? You got to call your mentor, because for your mentor to call everybody, you're assuming that you're the only person in that organization that cares about their business. You're assuming that you're the only person that has the dream to go to the next level, trading or building, right? You're assuming that you're the only person, right, that has questions. And you're also assuming that your mentor, to get to the level that he or she is at, is not building their business. You're assuming they're not prospecting. You're assuming that they're not showing the plan, right? But if you can talk to that one person, if you contact that one person, that's a lot easier to keep that communication going, right? What's the success formula? The success formula, somebody drop it in the chat. It's very, very quick and easy, right? What's David Monetier's success formula that he came up with? We got a couple quiz questions going on. What's David Monetier's success formula, right? Let me see if we got somebody that knows it. Okay, I see PS3, peak, show, call. There we go. Charles got it. All right. Desire plus skill times faith equals success. That's the success formula, right? Yeah, PS3 is good, right? But the success formula is desire plus skill times faith, right? And for those of y'all that's really plugged in, for those of y'all that's been here just for at least maybe 60 days, right? What's my success formula, right? What's my success formula? Drop it in the chat. What's my success formula? Let me see who we got here on the call. See who really tapped in. So I said running. Now, all right. Let me see if anybody knows it. What's the success formula? What's Javon's success formula? Drop a one in the chat. You just don't know. It's okay. I'll go ahead and break it down real quick. We're gonna break it down. All right, cool. So make sure you have your notepad out. We're gonna write this down. Oh, thank you, Charles. Thank you, Charles. You gotta be whack to be successful, y'all. You gotta be whack. Yeah, some of y'all, I saw some, yeah, I know y'all know. So look, thank you. WACC, you gotta be willing, you gotta be able, you gotta be confident, and you gotta be consistent, right? Let me say that again. You gotta be willing. You gotta be willing to go out there and do the work. You gotta be able to actually prioritize your time, able to actually take the time out to figure out, all right, what's important, what's not important, right? Then you gotta be consistent with any form of activity, right? With anything that you're doing, you got to keep doing it over and over and over again. But you also got to be confident, right? You got to be confident in your ability to actually go out there and perform that task. Because if you're not confident, you're not going to be consistent, right? And if you're not consistent, you're going to lose confidence. So the formula literally goes hand in hand. Because the first thing you got to be willing to do is willing to actually do something. You wouldn't be here in this community, you wouldn't be part of this group if you weren't willing to swipe your card, right? Everybody says it's whack to be whack. Like, you're whack. Thank you. I am whack. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes. But you wouldn't be here if you weren't willing to swipe your card, right? You wouldn't be here if you weren't able to find the money to get started, right? If you didn't have the confidence that it might work, maybe you didn't have the full belief, but you had to think it might work. So now you already did the first part. You were willing to get started. You were willing and able, right? So now the last piece is you got to gain confidence through consistency. You got to gain confidence through consistency. The less you're consistent, the more you lose confidence. If you only take one trade and that's the trade that you lost, right? What happens? You lost confidence. If you don't take any more trades, you don't gain confidence, right? If you aren't willing, if after you lost that trade, you're not willing to go study, you're not able to control your mental, then you're not going to be able to get the C's. You're not going to be able to get the confidence anymore. And you can't be consistent with something that you're not doing. Right? So it literally all flows together. We're gonna do a little chart on that in a minute. But back on track. So that's the success formula, right? You gotta be whack, you gotta be willing, able, confident, and consistent. But you also have to have that desire plus skill times faith, right? You gotta know what you want, you gotta visualize it, you gotta understand what are your goals. It has to be clear. You gotta literally have that stuff written out, have it in front of you, have it around you. Have it on wherever you look. Like when I turn around, let's just go through. I got the 5 pillars of trading, right? I got some books, laws of leadership, got the Bible, Magic of Believing, right? Got my fraternity right here. We got Don't Quit, a whole poem about not quitting. We got Footprints, got myself. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Team USATF, Journey to Gold. Like I got notes written on my computer. I got stuff everywhere. So even when I'm sitting in this environment, I see what it is that I want to attract. When I'm looking at you right now, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at what I want to see, right? I'm looking at where I want to be. So that's the first part. And everybody that dropped me in the chat, right? Only the people that dropped me that they want those crazy results, they want to be that next superstar, right? Let me ask you this. Which way do I want to go with this? First question is, when you look back over your next 90 days or your last 90 days, would you have signed up with you inside of this company? Don't drop it in the chat. Just think to yourself. Based off the activity that you were doing, when you look at your daily method of operations, right? Whether you wrote it out, whether you didn't, when you look at how many presentations you did per week. All right, I know they told me the blueprint, the play says to do 4, 6, at minimum 4 presentations per week. Did I do 4 presentations per week? If you didn't, just go ahead, put your hand down. All right, no, I shouldn't have joined me, right? Then you gotta look, okay, they said to prospect 2 to 3 people per day. Even if I had some days where I couldn't do it because of work, this, that, the third, if I add up at least 2 per day times 7, did I talk to 14 people this week? Right? Did I talk to 14 people this week? No? Okay, probably shouldn't. Okay, let's go to the next, right? And just go down that list, right? And then once we go down the list, we just got to go back and say, okay, well, now that I know what I didn't do, I know what to do. Now that I know what I didn't do, I know what to do. But what's the next thing that happens? It's never enough to just know. It's never enough to just know. I now have to be willing and able to actually do it. And then my willingness to actually start today, not tomorrow, not 3 days from now, my willingness to start today is going to give me confidence that I can do it. And then when I do it again tomorrow, that's going to be consistency because I just did it for 2 days. Then the next day, that's 3 days. The next day, 4 days, and so on and so forth, right? Like, how do you know how to present? By presenting. How do you know how to prospect? By prospecting. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect every time you do it, but you got to start by doing it, right? You got to be able to teach people the things that they need to do, but the only way you can teach them is by you actually doing and going through that process. And going back to what we said in the beginning, talking to your mentor, right? Having those conversations, right? So let's go to our next point, right? And I heard this, I don't know who said it on Saturday, but it was a good quote. They said, when you try to be the leader, you're not the leader because you're trying. When you try to be the leader, you're not the leader because you're trying. You just have to be the leader. you just have to be the leader. You just have to be the leader. That's it. All right, Charles. I got you, Charles. I'm gonna pull it up in a little bit. But when you try, you have to just do it. You got to step into it and do the actions that it takes because it all starts with you, right? It all starts with you. I did this yesterday. We'll do it again. I want you all to take 30 seconds, right? Take 30 seconds right now. I want you to get out your phones and I want you to text your mentor. And this is only for the people that's serious. Text your mentor and say, look, I haven't been doing enough, but I'm coming for everything that's mine because I deserve it, right? And I said this yesterday, but hey, today was a good day. Hey, Mr. Simmons, just know today was a good day. What I say, hey, I haven't been doing enough. I'm gonna type it with you. I haven't been doing enough, but I'm coming for everything that's mine because I deserve it. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, cool. Now, only text it if you mean it. Right? Only if you're gonna go out there and do the work. Only if you're gonna, feel comfortable being whacked for a little bit, right? It's okay. People gonna judge you. It don't matter. It don't matter what they say. It don't matter what they think. It don't matter how they feel. Once you understand that it all starts with you, anything you want to happen within your life, right, starts with you. So you got to be the example for what people are gonna follow. You have to be the example for what people are gonna follow, right? And that goes for me too. We all have to be the example for what other people are gonna do, right? So let's go here. This call, Believe Bigger, Faster, yes, it can be motivating, but it's about the skills that you're getting because you didn't pay $235, $325. Maybe you came in on the promo, right? Shout out to all y'all using the promo, right? But you didn't pay that much money for motivation. How many of y'all swiped your card with IM? You said, all right, y'all, where's the motivation? You came here to make money, right? You came here to learn a particular set of skills. What did he say? I have a particular set of skills and I'm trained to use, right? You came here to get a particular set of skills, so you are deadly when it comes to these markets, right? But in the process, you are going to need some motivation. You are going to need some things to get you over some humps. You are going to need the guidance, right? But you didn't solely sign up to get motivation all day long. Because let's be honest, if all you're getting is motivation all day long and you're not applying what you just got, it wasn't no point in making the money and paying the money. You just sitting over here soaking in you on Zooms all day like this. You ain't took a trade yet. You ain't hopped on the go live yet. you ain't called one prospect yet. You just been getting motivation all day. Like, okay, I'm filling this tank up. The tank is overflowing, but you ain't doing nothing with it. You gotta hey, hold on. Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. If you're filling up your car, right? I don't know if they had this back in the day, but let's assume back in the day when you was filling your car up with gas, they didn't have the automatic stop, right? Now it won't let you fill it past a certain point. But picture yourself, you're the car, right? You're getting fuel. The motivation is the fuel. What happens if you put too much fuel in a canister? It spills out. Now, if gasoline is spilling out, eventually there's going to be some type of spark in the area. And instead of that spark coming from your car ignition and that spark being channeled through the car to take you somewhere, there's going to be gas everywhere. You're standing in it. And what's going to happen? Don't get so filled up on anything, right? Where you literally explode in the process. Explosion. But this not the on fire you want to be. This not the on fire for the business you want to be. You want the gas in the tank taking you somewhere. You don't want to literally be on fire. Because now, imagine you trying to talk to somebody, but you burned up, you on fire. That's not gonna work, right? You've been sitting in it too long. You've been sitting in it too long. All right, let's get back. Number one, you got to know the play. Here's your application. Number one, you got to know the play. Number two, you have to believe the play. And number three, you got to run it. First, you got to know the play. You got to have faith in the play. You got to believe it. Like, you got to actually believe in what you're doing, right? And then you got to go run the play. Now, look at this. What's the play? 12 to 15 customers. Help 3 get 3. You making $1,000 a month. Seven to 10 of those people that want to make $1,000 a month, we're going to tell them exactly the exact same thing. Help them get there. That's going to make you $10,000 a month. Right? That's the play. Well, don't I need to know this, that? Yes, that's the play. Right? You got to first believe in that play. You got to believe that helping personally going to get 12 to 15 people is going to make you a P600. You got to personally believe that you can help. If you can bring in 12 to 15, you got to believe that you can help a couple of them get at least 3. You just brought in 12 people. Can you help somebody get just 3? Show them what you did. And then you got to go run the play. Now, what are we going to do in the process? We're going to show you PS3. We're going to show you how to, we're going to help you because you're going to be bringing them to opportunity calls. We're going to help you because what else are you going to be doing? You're going to be having conversations with them and 3-way phone calls with them, right? But your confidence in the play is literally going to make a world of a difference. If you don't have confidence in the play, you're going to run your own play. And then it's not going to be the play anymore. And then it's not going to work. And then you're going to wonder why you're not making money. Same. This applies in your trade account too. The educator said, take a sell. Educator Ben said, take a sell. You said, hey, shout out to Ben. They said, take a sell. You said, I've been here for 3 months. I know what I'm doing. I'm taking a buy. Okay. You lose money. Or to be, or worse, you make money. Educator says sell. I'm a buy. You make money. It goes your way. Tomorrow, I don't need them educators. You hit buy again. You blow your account. Why'd you blow your account? Because you thought you knew it all. Right? You thought you knew it all. The educator only risked 15 pips. So even though it didn't go their direction the day before, nobody's crying and they lost 15 pips. But your stop loss when you took your own trade was 100 pips. And you over leveraged because you didn't calculate your risk. So you lost $1,000 on one trade because you didn't know what a standard was. Right? Because you knew it all. Because you knew it all. You couldn't count pips. You didn't know where your stop loss was supposed to be. You didn't want to listen, right? Everything's not going as planned for you, right? It's not going the way that you envisioned it in your head, right? I heard it this way. Look, when you really break down this platform, right? When you really break it down, we're purchasing the brains of multimillionaires, right? Hey, shout out to Gary Robertson for that. He dropped that sauce, but I can't steal that. He said, we purchased the brains of educators. What does that mean? It's funny because I was on a call and something completely different. I was listening to it. Somebody that does, investing outside of this. And one thing that they were doing was trying to make their own, what's the word? What was it? Their own indicators. Similar to what we have access to, such as, for us, it's harmonic scanner, DeLorean, swipe trades, vibrata, right? All those fun things. They had to pay somebody to get some type of indicator made for them for what they trade. And then they got to have people test it. And then they're going to try to sell it so people can make money with what they're teaching them. For $200, you get proven software backed by a regulated company with the brains of people who are already making 6, 7, 8 figures. Like, y'all know Cashtrap is literally Matthew Thayer's brain. Like, it's literally the exact way that he looks at the market, and it tells you when to buy or sell. It even has a thing called the point system, which tells you this is the optimal trade that he would have taken. Like, he would have clicked the buy button right now. He would have clicked the sell button right now. It's gotten so good. He said, I trust this thing so much because I believe it now thinks like me. I will only take trades that come from this because this was designed for me. Come on. So knowing that, if I'm using that software, what am I going to, I'm going to only take the trades that match the trades that the guy that created the software would take. You see a 1 point come up, oh my God, I'm a sell. He said, I only take trades, 3, 4, 5 points. 4 and 5 is the absolute best. You lost a trade on a 1 point trade and you wondering, why did I lose? The trade said it was 1 point. It told you it was 1 point, right? It said, if a trade could talk, I'm not a good trade. Look, it's that ex, it's that person that you know you're not supposed to be talking to. It's the person like, look, I know I'm no good for you. Like, I just want your money. Look, hey, look, we somebody gonna laugh. We can go out. You can pay for my dinner. Like, we can have a good time. I'm not going home with you. Like, I'm letting you know I'm not. Look, that's not what this is. That's funny. It's letting you know. It's letting you know, like, up front, like, this. Click it if you want. Click it if you want. You might get lucky. Probably not. That's what's happening right now. Ooh, okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. Y'all get what I'm saying? But your confidence makes a world of a difference. Like I was saying, back on track. Your confidence makes a world of a difference. You shouldn't have confidence in a 1-point trade. You shouldn't. It told you not to have confidence in me. You should have confidence in the 5-point trade, right? You should, because, let me see if I can, do I have this thing up on my computer? Where is, Keynote right there? Let me pull this thing up. I think I did save it. We're gonna do a quick little, ooh, here it is. Okay, I do have it up. All right, bet. So, look at this. Now I use this for something else, but it applies right here, and we're gonna run with it. Where is my share screen option? Bear with me, y'all. I got too much stuff on my screen, and here we go. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna need to resize this for the presentation, but that is okay. If I was taking trades, y'all, right? And we're doing a trade with a risk of one to two or more, right? We're just gonna make it make sense for you guys, right? We're gonna make it make sense, make this thing easy. Okay, there we go. I can make it smaller now. That looks better. Okay, so a risk of 1 to 2. Let's say I lost 2 trades. Oh, I lost 1 trade. Right now, you're feeling emotionally like I'm trash. Or maybe you're just like, I lost 1. Maybe it's your first trade. You're like, okay, they said I would lose some. Then you lose another trade. You're like, yo, this software is trash. Like, what is happening right now? Hold on, wait. Okay, hold on. You can't see. Wait, hold on. All right, y'all should be able to see now. There we go. So you lost 1 trade, right? And you just feeling like, okay, it is what it is. You lost 2 trades. You like, okay, maybe, yeah, right? You lose 3 trades. Now you feeling some type of way, right? I just lost 3 trades in a row. They suck. They can't trade, this and that. This can also, hey, look, hold on. When I'm talking about risk, this applies to everything. This also applies to building. You talked to 4 people. 4 people said no. Some of you guys, you throwing your whole account away. You're not trading. You don't been there for 7 days. You don't stop looking at the training. And you start telling people about it. Because 4 people said no, and you lost a couple trades. Your first week, you lost 4 trades, 4 people told you no. First problem, you only told 4 people. You take another trade, you lose again. You lost 5 trades. Now you finally win 1. What's something you noticed about this trade right here? Or this person right here? This can be a trade or a person. I'm applying this both ways. What's something you notice about this trade or this person? Somebody drop in the chat. What do you notice about this trade or person? Yeah, it's bigger, right? Because this is a 1 to 2 risk, right? In the world of trading, you are risking 10 pips to make 20 pips, right? in the world of trading. In building, you lost some unqualified people temporarily, but you got somebody that's serious about taking this thing to the next level, just like you are. Right? You win another one. You got 2 people in your business. You 2 and 3 right now. Right? It still looks like you in the negative. Because at this point, how many people have you talked to? 3, 4, 5. You talked to 5 people, right? You talked to 5 people already. Only 2 people said yes. You took 7 trades, but you lost 5. That's a horrible ratio, right? You took another trade, you lost again. You're now 6 and 2. In the school world, you're not that smart in the school world, right? But we know this ain't academics. But you come back, you win one more trade. You're at break even. So to the outside world, it's your first or second week. You done already taken 6, 7, 8, 9 trades, right? But what happened? You haven't made any money yet. Somebody said, have you made money yet? No. But I'm learning, right? You win one more trade. You've now taken 10 trades, but you're in profit. How? Because over here, we show you how you can lose more and still make money. You can talk to 50 people and 3 people sign up. You're still a platinum 150. You can talk to 100 people, 6 people sign up. You can talk to 100 people, 10 people sign up, but you're a platinum 1000. Wait, Javon, that math doesn't add up. You talk to 100 people, 10 people sign up, 3 of them run the play. They're all on the lead package. You're a platinum 1000. You didn't go get the rest of the people. They got the people. So your risk to reward, right? This isn't really accurate for you. This don't apply to your life. This is your risk reward, right? You're like a 1 to 3 risk reward, like a 1 to 3, because you only needed 2 trades to cover 6 losses. You're going to get to a point where you're so good, you only need 2 trades to be in profit. You only need 2 trades to be in profit. You got 2 superstars on your team. You got 2 individuals that come out there, that come out the gate, that doing what you're doing. Y'all running together. What's happening? You hit P1000. They both hit P600. You a P2000 loading, right? You a P2000 loading, and you got some P1000s loading, and they're helping their people go P150. Why? Because they're plugged into the system. All because you got 2 superstars, right? Now, you didn't lose these other guys right here. You didn't lose these people, but these superstars are going to carry the load of what all these people couldn't, that told you no. I'd rather have 2 people that believe in the vision than have 10 people that want to try this thing out with skeptical money. Come to calls every once in a while. Don't take trades. They calling you for 30 days asking questions, but they never doing anything that you tell them to do. And then they go inactive. I'd rather have 2 people that are independent. 2 people that can go after what it is that they want for their life, not because somebody told them you can make quick money on your phone, right? That's where that risk to reward comes in. What do we talk about? You got levels of people, right? Parents went over the levels of people. Like if you a 2, you probably only going to get 1s or 2s in your business. If you a level 3, you get levels 1s and 2s, right? Majority. When you get to level 4, level 5, then you start to get all the levels. But you get a level 4 in your business, right? That's that 1 to 4 risk reward. They're going to do the workload of a 1, of a bunch of 1s. And that's what you're looking for. Recruit up. That's your first assignment for the day. Your first assignment, well, actually, I gave you the play, right? Know the play, believe the play, run the play. The first play, right? So you know the play for the night. I want you to write down the name of anybody that in your life that you know that makes more money than you. Just anybody in your life you know that actually, you know what? Hold on. We're gonna do some dream building real quick, right? Hey, I saw Justin do this. I'm gonna go ahead and follow suit. I'm gonna follow suit. So I'm gonna go ahead and call the chairman to the floor, right? I want you to imagine you at the next IM convention, right? You're at the next IM convention. So you got 60 seconds, y'all. 60 seconds to write down the names. I don't want their phone numbers. I want as many names of individuals that you know or you think make more money than you. Anybody, if you have their phone number, their Instagram, their Facebook, somebody that you can they know you by name. Anybody that you know that makes more money than you, right? You got 60 seconds. Let's go. Hey, coming to the stage. Hey, everybody give it up. We got Chairman 25, Charles Dyson. Hey, about to grace the floor. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, coming to the stage. Hey, brand new Chairman 10, Amber Jewel. Let's go. Woo. Hey, who else I see? Oh, okay. Camera on right there. I see brand new Chairman 10. Noted, right? Brand new Chairman 10 just popped last week. We're so excited for this guy right here, Mr. Andre Turner, right? Hey, hold on, wait. I see him over there in the corner. Brand new. Gerald. Man, let's go, Gerald. Hey, we so proud of you, man. Hey, hold on. I see her over there with the camera on. She's really writing. She's getting into this thing right now.
What's up?
Brand new chairman.
All you lovely people.
Chairwoman. Hold on. Janelle Moore. Let's go. And hold on. He just turned his camera on. I see him over there, Mr. Signal Dropper himself.
Grammarly can help you
Signal Dropper himself, Mr. Chairman 10, right? Chairman Trader, Mr. Ben Davis. Let's go. I see we got some much more people here in the chat. We're so proud of each and every single one of y'all for all you do, right? So proud of each and every single one of y'all for everything you've been doing. Keep up the good work, right? I know we got some more chairman areas. Let's go. All right, cool. So y'all should have a few names, right? I know the chairman that they got some names. They already got their cameras on. They got some names. So that's the play, right? So that's the play. That was the first play. Now the second play is in the next 24 to 48 hours. I want you to get in contact with those individuals and make sure they are on the call Monday or Tuesday night, right? We talking about recruiting up, so right? If you need help speaking to them, if you want to know how to get in contact with them, right? Contact your mentor. We'll do these one-on-ones, right? Because it's a small list, right? This isn't 100 list. This is a small list, right? And I want you to get with your mentor, right? Platinum 1000 or higher, and we're gonna talk about how to properly expose those individuals, right? So that's the first play. That's the first play, right? And you got to have confidence in that because guess what? I heard this before and I love every time I hear it. It does none of us any good to give you a play that doesn't work. For me to tell anybody in my organization, right? Now somebody from somewhere that I never met them before, but they happen to be in IM and they asking me questions on the business and I tell them something, right? I don't have a reason to lie to them, but in their head, they can have reasonable doubt because they don't know me, right? But guess what? Especially if you're in my organization, right? If you're in Charles' organization, if you're in Paris' organization, which everybody is, right? Everybody, we have no reason to tell you any plays that are not going to work because that's going to hinder your success, which hinders our success. Y'all ever think about that? Your mentor is not holding anything back from you. Everything that they give you is to help you get to the next level because they've either experienced it, they've seen it, it's a play that their mentor gave them, right? It's one of those. And they have no reason to question the play because the play has been proven to work because we know where the play comes from. Hey, shout out to Perry Simmons. Shout out to Justin Owens. Shout out to who? David Monicia, right? And that change just even gets crazier as you go higher. Like, y'all think about this, where this information is truly coming from. You have everything that you need. So let's talk strategy now, right? Strategy to go chairman. We already went over part of it. Mentorship, right? You definitely need mentorship. But number two, you need to be a student, right? You definitely have to make sure that you're a student. Because the best strategy that you can have to win in this thing is to become the person that has the results it is that you want. The best strategy is to become the person with the results. That's in trading. That's in your business. The best strategy is to be the person with the results, right? And while you're getting the results, what do? You put people in front of the individuals who have the results. So if you currently do not have the results, you introduce them to people that have the results because the people that have the results are the people that you should be following. If you're not following the people with results, the people that you bring in aren't going to follow the people with results. And it's just going to be a bunch of people that's not getting results. And that's trash. Like, it don't make no sense, right? So during the summer, right? Summers, it's been a while since I've been in school. I don't know if summer's still starting for some people, if we're in the middle of summer, if it's ending, I don't know. But we're in the summertime, right? Find creative ways to get in touch with people. Have barbecues, movie nights, get together with people at their house, invite yourself over, invite them over your place. If you're comfortable with them, right? Meet at a Panera, something, right? Find ways to get in front of people because this business is not only built online, you got to get offline with these people, right? Find people in your area, find people that you can pull up on and share the plan with them, right? Not robotic, like actually have conversations, actually connect with people. Because again, this is network marketing. You have to network with people, right? You have to communicate. You got to talk with people. And if you feel like you've run out of your network, drop some fives in the chat if you feel like you've exhausted your entire network. Who feels like they have no more network to contact? Nobody? Okay, cool. Hey. Well, in that case, the call tomorrow should be packed. The call tomorrow should be packed out because y'all still got network to contact, right? But we're also supposed to be building that network too. So because of that, some places that you can get in touch with people, restaurants, right? Your job. There's people at your job that don't want to be there as much as you don't want to be there. Trust me. Some even more, right? Just don't be afraid to talk to people. Malls, right? Things are opening back up. Just different, even the drive-through. It don't find ways to actually spark up a conversation with people. And you're not talking to them to say, hey, you want to make money from your phone right now? Like, you're just talking to people. How you doing? Like, make a friend. just make a new friend, right? Y'all might have similar interests. And then you'll find the time to invite them later. You're not inviting them. If I'm sitting at the gas station, somebody say they like my shoes. I'm not, hey, you want to make some money from your cell phone? I appreciate that you like my shoes. You sound crazy. You sound crazy. It might work sometimes. Listen, hey, when you get cool with your words, there's certain things that you can do. Because I've done that before. It didn't work. But it's how you have these conversations, right? It's actually knowing when to actually make a friend and when to drop that business line. Like it's having just know how to network with people. What was the book of last month and this month? What was the last two books of the month, y'all? Last month and this month. Drop it in the chat. GoPro this month. What was last month though? There we go. How to win friends and influence people. You got to learn how to make friends and positively influence people. Not influence them to get started. Share with them information. Allow them to have a different perspective and to make the decision for themselves, right? Get them to see things a different way. I'm a big fan of manipulating a conversation where somebody recruits themselves into the business, right? Or they recruit themselves, because I'm not trying to recruit you. I want you to feel like this was your idea. like when I coach my kids, right? When I coach people on health, wellness, even when we're talking about sports, I want you to feel like you had some input on the thing that I already knew the answer to. Well, I don't know why I shouldn't eat that. Ask some pointed questions as to I already know the answer to that are going to make you rethink, well, yeah, you're right, I shouldn't do that. Right? So when you're having conversations with people, it should be their idea to get started. Because if it's your idea, guess what? When they get started, it's going to need to be your idea when they hit buy and sell. It's going to be, how does this work? They're not going to go live. They're going to the go live of Amber Jewel, the go live of Andre, the go live of Charles Dyson. Hey, I'm on go live right now. They're telling me to go ahead and buy Euro USD. What do you think I should do? The educators told you to, why are you asking me? I'm not on the platform. You signed up for their brain, not my brain. My job was to get you to their brain. But if you signed up for my brain, listen, they getting paid for this. They getting paid for this, right? They getting paid for this. And again, this is gonna be the last thing. What type of platform is this, y'all? What kind of company are we? What kind of company are we? Drop it in the chat. Nah. None of that. What kind of company are we, y'all? Thank you, Jordan. We're a network marketing company, y'all. We're a network marketing company. Plain and simple. It's network marketing. It's just the first one where you can come in for at-home business and you can actually use the product and make money off of it. It's a network marketing company, right? But you can make money from the services. And if you do it correct, you turn your phone into multiple sources of income, because your phone's gonna make money when you're calling people and letting them know about what you do. Your phone's gonna make you money when you take a trade and let that thing run in the world of Forex. Your phone's gonna make you money, right, off of high frequency, right? Your phone's gonna make you money because you're gonna have your digital portfolio downloaded. You're gonna have a Coinbase account. You're gonna have, whatever type of crypto account that you keep your information in. That's 4 streams of income right there, right? But the network marketing piece feeds all the other streams. You help somebody, you share the information, they give you $1,000 a month. You take the $1,000 a month, you put it inside your crypto account. You go back, you share it with more people, they give you $5,000 a month. You take the $5,000 a month, you put it in your high frequency in your Forex account. Then you go back to the product that you paid for in the first place. You get the signals, you get the education, you get the skill set to go ahead and grow that money that they gave you. And then the cycle repeats. Until eventually you got so much money coming in from the business side, you don't know what to do with it. Then you got to learn some new skills as a business owner. There's some new skills you're going to have to learn, right? Because you're going to have the trading down pat. You got the people that give you everything you need on that side, right? Yeah, 4 to 5, right? You got ECX too. Right? Everything that you need. It's the same stuff to master trading and building the business. In trading, what do you have to do? You got to chart things out. What do you got to chart out in building your business? You got to write people's name down. In trading, you got to have risk management. In building the business, you got to know how many people you're supposed to talk to every single day, minimum. That's your risk management. In trading, you got to stay consistent. In building, you got to stay consistent. In trading, you got to pick a currency pair. In building, pick a network of people that you're going to focus on. Right? You bring in everybody, but what demographic are you most attracting to your business? And target those individuals. In both of them, you got to have discipline. In both of them, you got to manage your emotions. Trading because it's just you in the market. Building, it's you and other people. Definitely got to have emotional intelligence over here. And they both compound. The bigger your trade account gets, the bigger your profits get. The bigger your business grows, the more people that are coming in without as much effort from your part. If you got 50 people in your business and they all brought in one person, you just got how many people now? 100. Because if you try to bring in 50 people by yourself, that would take a lot of time. But 50 people bringing in one person, right? 20 people bringing in one person, 3 people. That's compound effect. It works on both sides. The same skills that you need to master the market, you need to build the business. It's the same thing, right? And the last point, and I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Last thing. Think. I'm pretty sure. Where would you be in 6 months? And I heard this on a Super Saturday. Where would you be in 6 months if you hit the next rank every month? Compound effect. Break this thing down into small chunks. And I heard that, I was like, oh, I said, that's good. I said, hold on. If it took me a whole month to hit P150, that's 3 people. Okay. Now we got another 30 days. We trying to get 12 people. But I already got 3 and I'm helping them, but I'm still going to get my own. Okay. And then in the next 30 days, we got to turn 12 into 30. Okay, that's easier than me trying to go get 12. Okay, that's half the work. We got 12 people now. Okay, now we got to take this 30. We got to turn this 30 into 75. But we got 30 people now. If everybody brought in one person, wait, that makes sense. Everybody just got to bring in one person. By the time I get 30, everybody just got to bring in one. And I know everybody gonna bring in one, but if I got a couple of superstars, wow, that's okay. Now when I'm at 75, if everybody brought in one person, we almost at P5. Y'all see how this stuff compounds? It's crazy. Like when you break it down like that, you see how easy this stuff really is. Just like, oh my goodness. These people not crazy. This actually makes sense. This actually makes sense, y'all. But what you can't do, go talk to people on your own, try to close them on your own, and then say they didn't get started. You can't be on 10 trading sessions all day long. You make money, right? Trust me, I've done this before, right? You trade all day long in between doing everything. You get on everybody's session. You make money, you lose money, you make money, you lose money. Or maybe you make a lot of money, and then because you didn't make as much money as you wanted to make on all those sessions, you get off and you still go trade on your own. You just got on 3, 4, 5 sessions, then you get off the session, you go trade by yourself, and then you lose money. But the only time you made the money was when you was on the people's session. Make it make sense. What do you need? More money. How do you get more money? Not by trading more. Building the business. Learning the skill set, right? Building the business, learning the skill set. How do you learn the skill set? By building the business. Because if you're doing that much, that means you don't got enough money to learn the skill set. That means you don't got enough money to learn the skill set, and you don't got enough money to put in your trade account. You need both. You need to be able to renew your membership so you can learn the skill set. And you need to have money in your trade account so you can use the skill set. You got two problems, but we got a solution. But the solution, you saying, I don't want to, I don't like that. I don't like that thing right there. Which one don't you like more? Your job or that thing right there? I know some people like their job. But which do you like more? $10,000 a month? 50,000. I don't know what you make at your job. Maybe $10,000 a month. Listen, Charles, you know what I think it is? I'm gonna let you do Skittles because I think $10,000, when we say that, it's not enough for some people. That's what I think. I don't think it's too high of a goal. I think some people, we got some ballers here on the call, Charles. I think some people are already making six figures. So when we say $10,000 a month, they wave it off because they already making 80, 90, 100K a year. So they think that an extra $10,000 a month ain't nothing. So we got I think we have to start some of y'all goals at $25,000 a month, $50,000 a month. That's what I think. That's what I think it is. That's what I think that we've been setting the goal too low. We setting the bar too low. We leaving money on the table. So for some of y'all, right, let it apply to you. If it does apply to you, maybe you need to aim for chairman 25, chairman 50, because $10,000 a month ain't enough for you to put in the work, right? Maybe, right? I'm just throwing stuff out there because $10,000 a month for me, I was like, yeah, okay. But I wasn't making that at my job. Some of you might be making that. So, I know we get people from all different backgrounds. Somebody on here recruited up. Hey, so y'all hear me talking, you just like, I already make six figures. Cool. Let's show you how to make that per month. That's next level. Let's show you how to make that per month. I'm done, Charles. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna drop the link for the Skittles call. I hope y'all got some value from this because you got to play. Now you got to go ahead and run the play. Everybody should have a list written out of people that make more money than them. Now, if you only make 20, 30, 40, 50K a year, that list might be a little bit bigger than somebody else, right? That's why my list was big. The people on my list made more money than me, right? Guess what? It didn't matter. They got started. It don't matter. They still trading. They still learn the skill set. But for those people that are already up there, I know your list is a little bit smaller than others. I get it. Let's just set the goals a little bit higher. All right. I'm out. We about to go ahead. Charles is about to drop this link. We about to go ahead and learn, right? The easiest strategy known to man. Shout out to the Skittle strategy. We about to go ahead, run this thing up. This has been the Believe Bigger, Faster experience. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Charles, you on, let me actually, 3 minutes? Hold on, I got you.